Hey everybody, G-Bear out here. It is now the 17th. Had my breakfast, got up, did some things around the compound here, and now it's time to get the water out of the van. I got barrels of water here. These are 20 gallons each. I already emptied one and took the empty out and put it there in the container on top of the ATV bucket. But I wanted to show you what I'm doing now. Instead of lugging these big barrels around, and I'm not getting any younger, although weightlifting is probably a good thing. Anyway, I decided that I was going to buy myself a transfer pump, and I found this one and got a great deal on it. It was about $39 out the door, and I did the little modification on it, and that's this thing right here. And this is a debris filter I made from an 1.25 inch PVC cap and an 1.25 inch slip by 3/4 inch threaded iron pipe thread connector. And then I added this little hose connector onto the end of it so that I would have a filter to make sure no junk and bugs and things like that got through and into my water containers. This is the one that comes with it, and this one is for dropping into a pond or a puddle or a pool or a jacuzzi or whatever and transferring the water out of it. I'll probably use that one down the line, but for right now I just need something to filter all of this stuff out. And what I did for a filter inside of there was I got these little polymesh scrubbers here. I got a pack of 6 for 99 cents at the 99-cent store. And what I did was I just cut one right in half with a pair of scissors, folded it like a half a donut, stuffed it inside the pipe, and then put the cap over it. And this isn't glued together. This can come apart so I can change the filter or clean the filter as I need to. Anyway, let me show you how this thing works. What we're going to do here is I got these pretty fills. So I hope I don't spill too much while I'm taking the cover off here. Okay. Now I'm going to take the end of the hose here, and this is a self-priming pump, and it'll prime up to 6-foot elevation. I'm only going up about 3 foot on here. And then I do have solar in the van, and you can see my controller here is at 13.3, so I got plenty of voltage. And I just tied it onto the 2 clips onto the back end of my inverter over there where they connect to the battery, so I don't have to reach underneath here to my house battery. So I have 2 batteries under there, both deep cycles. One is an AGM and one is lead acid. And even though they've said don't cross those batteries, I found that they actually work as a battery lifesaver to each other, and they help them from sulfating. And I'm sorry, I almost couldn't remember that word. Anyway, here we go. I got the little switch here to turn it on, and here we go. You hear it just take over and start pumping. Now we're going to follow this hose over here. This is 25 feet of hose, and it's supposed to pump up to 40 feet. And here we are at the barrel, and this one doesn't need much, but I'm going to fill it up anyway. And you can see the flow coming out of there is a pretty darn good flow. That's a nice little pump. It pumps something like 260 gallons per hour or something like that. So it just takes a few minutes to fill up this barrel, and I already filled this one up. That's topped off. Next I'll be moving up to the barrel on the other side of the orchard, and I'll get that one filled. But right now it looks like I'm going to head back over and get ready to shut this thing off because I'm just about at the top. And there we go. G-Bear signing off.